I don't know how this video is gonna go. Should I be like this or I think like this is okay? Uh, um, yeah. By the way, there's nothing wrong with having like big, giant, curly, sexy hair. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I'm just gonna go in with like a little bit. There's still some blush in here, so I'm just gonna. I hope you guys have been having a great day because I sure as hell have. So, yeah. What's up, YouTube? It's Michelada G up in the building, and for today's video, I'm so excited because a lot of you have been asking me, what do I do for a living? So I'm excited to say that one of my incomes is being a dog sitter. So I'm a dog sitter, and I get paid through PayPal, Venmo. I get paid through cash. I love that cash money, you know what I'm saying? I get paid through cash sometimes. So, anyways, for years, a lot of people have been wondering what do I do for a living, and I am a dog sitter. So, how I got started with dog sitting, I was actually literally like 16 years old, and I would walk my dog everywhere. I would walk my childhood dog all the time, everywhere in my neighborhood where I lived at, and it was pretty chill. I would just literally plug in my earphones and just walk my dog everywhere and like walk him for like hours on hours, and it just didn't even fucking matter like where I went or something like that. Like I would just do that. And so I had a neighbor, and she just approached me out of nowhere. I was 16 years old and I had my headphones in, like I was saying, and she just approached me out of nowhere and she was like, "Hey, can I speak to you?" And I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" Oh, and this was literally around this time of the year. It was around Thanksgiving, and back then I would be on Thanksgiving break, which was like the kids would get out like um a half day on Wednesday, and then Thursday off, and then Friday, and so forth, and going back to school on Monday. And so one of my neighbors was like, on I'm going out of town to Texas, and I was just wondering if you could take care of my boxer mix. And I was like, yeah, sure. Like I was like, sure, why not? And so then I literally she's like, come over tomorrow. I know your parents work house cleaning and stuff, so why don't you come over tomorrow and I'll walk you through the steps of taking care of my dog, and we'll talk about how much you should charge me. And I was like, okay, that sounds pretty good. I was like, um I told my mom and dad, I was like, dude, the neighbor right behind us wants me to take care of her dog. And they're like, well, do it. Like, why not? And so I was like, okay, why not? And so I was like, I'll take care of your dog for you. And she was like, how much will you charge me? And I was like, $100. I'll charge you $100 to take care of your dog. And literally, I was 16 years old, and she had me come in. She told me literally, she gave me the password to the garage, and like, she had a security system. She was like, I have a security alarm, like alarm security and stuff. So, I'm gonna teach you, and I'm gonna show you the passwords and stuff like that of like I don't know, like it's just so long ago, and I remember that being my routine for a little bit. And literally she I charged her $100 for the weekend, Thanksgiving weekend. I charged her $100. And literally every year, and before that she told me, she's like, if you want to throw a party, you can throw a party here. If you want to drink, you can drink or whatever. And I was like, I'm 16, like I don't really do that. And I actually didn't do that at 16. And so I just took care of her dog. Literally, her name was Harley. And I would go in, I would take her out in the morning and feed her and just take care of her for a little bit, and then put her back in the garage. And literally, she told me, she was like, you can hang out with my dog whenever you want. But I was just too scared. For some reason in that house, I just didn't like it. I was literally so young and I didn't get it. I just like, I couldn't make her house feel like my home. She was like, make my house feel like your home. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And so I'm just gonna come here for your dog and leave, and that's it. And literally I would do that. And over the years, she would hire me. She'll be like, I'm going away for Thanksgiving again. I'm going away for Christmas or something like that. And so I would go and take care of that dog for her. And I don't know how, but I heard of this website called rover.com, and literally I turned 18 and I got my own transportation and stuff like that. I had my own car. And so I just felt like more secure in taking my car out. And I registered myself for the website to be a dog sitter. And I registered myself on Rover. Oh, okay, my client texted me, so I was just like, what is she texting right there? So I registered myself on. Oh, and then I had another client, literally in front of me. She got a puppy, and she was like, I heard you're a dog sitter or something like that. I'm gonna need your help taking care of my dog. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. Like, let me know whenever you want to and stuff like that. And literally, she was different. She told me, she was like, I'm gonna need help training my puppy. I'm gonna need help with him. So can you help me train him? And I was like, I didn't tell her this part. I have no experience. I had no whatsoever, like, I don't know. All I did was just read. I was just a kid who would read books and stuff. And I was like, I would love to have my own business. I know that my business, I would just love to work with animals and stuff. And I would just love to possibly, you know what I wanted to do? When I was 14 years old, I wanted to train horses. I really wanted to train horses at one point in my life. And so, but no one really believed in me with horses. So guess what? I went to dogs. So I went to take care of dogs. And my neighbor, she was like, I need help with my dog, with my puppy. And I was wondering if you could help me out with that. And you could let me know. And how about I pay you $25 a day, $25 a night? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. And literally, same here. It's this house that I was taking care of the puppy. His name's Tucker. You saw him in one of my other videos. Literally, she would go for travel vacations and stuff, and so she'll tell me, she's like, why don't you come over to my house, you can spend the nights over, I had clients that have told me, like, whatever you want in the fridge, help yourself to it. Whatever you want in the pantry, help yourself to it. Once upon a time in my life, in Mukilteo, it depends on the clients. Like, some of the clients, I had this one client in Mukilteo, and he told me, he was like, tell me what you want from the store and I'll buy it for you so you can be set for the week. Like, literally, I've stayed at clients' houses for 2 weeks or something like that. And so with my paycheck, they'll buy me food. They'll buy me some ice cream and stuff, and I'll be like, okay, I'm cool, like, I'm set for the week, So yeah, and then they'll give me the Wi-Fi passwords. They'll make me feel like I'm okay to stay at home, as long as I love to take care of animals like they're my own. So if anyone ever hires me to be a pet sitter in their life, I'm gonna treat your animal like he's my own animal, because I would only want the same for my pets. If I went to hire someone to be a pet sitter, I would want them to take care of my pets. So yeah. Also, I've had clients, like, for example, I don't just take care of dogs. I take care of cats, dogs, birds. Like, once upon a time, just like last 4th of July, this girl, she was like, I have these 2 birds that I want you to take care of. And literally, I was just supposed to take care of these 2 little birds. They weren't that big of a deal. And then, like, things came up, and it was 4th of July weekend, so I was already available for her. But then she told me, she was like, for extra money, it doesn't even matter how much I have to pay you, let me know your amount, because I'm not going to be able to bring my dog with me. I thought I was going to bring my dog to camping with us, but I'm not for the 4th of July. So could you just let me know the amount of how much I need to pay you? And I was like, yeah, it's going to be this amount, it's going to be that amount or something like that. And like I was saying, I registered myself up on Rover, and then that's how I got so many more clients on rover.com. I would see my competition, and my competition would be charging $40, $50 a night. And so what I started doing was charging $25 a night, and I would go and spend a night at their house. And so that was a different disadvantage for me. I would literally ball out. I say it was a disadvantage because I was thinking about it. I was like, damn, I'm charging $25 a night, but I'm going to their house. So I would have a couple of clients call me and message me, and then they'll be like, oh no, I'm looking for my dog to stay at your house. But no, I lived with my mom and dad back then, so I couldn't have animals at my house. So I would lose some clients. I would lose potential money in that spot. And then but it was also another advantage, because literally I would have some really cool clients that would be like, you can treat my home however you want to treat it, just as long as you respect it. So you can come over and you can spend the nights here. You can have people over and you can do whatever you want, just as long as you respect it. And I was like, that sounds pretty dope. I'll definitely do that. And so I had a lot of fun. When I was 18, 19, 20, I had so much fun. Just like literally, I would be booked. I would make, in 2 weeks, I would make like literally $800. And literally, like, that's how I was able to move out, because it was before COVID-19. It was back in 2016, 17, 18, 19. Literally, so many people were traveling and they were booking me up and out. And so that's how I was able to save up money. So I worked a full-time job, and I would tell them that I work a full-time job. I can come and hang out with your animals around this time of the day and stuff like that. Or I would call up my full-time job and be like, I'm having these animals to take care of these incoming months or incoming weeks. And so I would be able to get a couple hours off from my full-time and be able to invest into my dog business. And so yeah. So yeah, I've had clients literally like for years on years. They've vouched for me and I vouched for them. And I literally can't wait to expand my own dog business. Like right now I'm doing some house calls here and there, but with this whole COVID-19, no one's really traveling like that. So I'm just doing some house calls, and I have some big plans for my dog business. I'm gonna launch a very big like animal sitting business or something like that, and it's gonna be really, really good. I know exactly what type of clients and what type of customers I want to target. I know exactly what budgeting I want to stay in. I know exactly what type of dogs I want to take care of. And you know, like when you want to start a business, you have to believe in yourself. Like, and you're gonna have bad days, you're gonna have bad clients, you're gonna have miscommunications with clients. I've had it before. I know I'm here talking about like how successful I was able to move out. It didn't just happen overnight. I literally worked with my clients and I worked with my business for years. This was literally, I started at 16 years old. I was just thinking like, I'm so happy to be making this video because I'm documenting that I started my own business when I was 16. And it makes me feel special when people be like, what do you do? Like, how do you have money? And how do you be like, do you have 5 dogs? Because I be seeing 5 dogs on your Snapchats. And I'm like, no, I do not have 5 dogs. And what I do is I have multiple streams of income. So I'm all about that money. I'm all about my grind. Yeah. And also, you have to do a good job on your business. You can't just think that, oh, I'm going to launch a business and I'll be done with it. No, if you want to be done with it, it's going to be a while. Even when my client messaged me, like for this client, she was like, hey, are you available to dog sit? I was like, I kind of don't want to be, actually. I kind of don't want to be right now, but I haven't had any clients, so I have to, that's the sacrifice that I have to make. I was like, I don't want to work extra, but if I want more clientele, if I want more, like if I want to be on someone's priority list to take care of their animals, then I have to be the priority. I have to make myself available. I have to make myself worthy of her coming back too. Like, for example, yes, I could get the money right now. I could do the job and get the money, but then what if she never comes back? So that's losing more money in the long run. So I have to make sure that I do the best that I can do for myself and my clients. I've had clients that literally they've not stopped talking to me, but like they didn't travel, they didn't do much, so they didn't need me for like months on end, maybe close to years. And literally out of nowhere, they'll text me or they'll call me, and I still have their contact information. They're like, "Hey, are you still available? I would love to see you again. I'm going out of town for vacation. Could you come over and we could talk?" And I'm always available. I've literally stayed with keys, and they'll like message me months later and be like, "Hey, are you available?" and this and that. And so, I'm happy to be available for people that trust me with their animals. Dude, I did not trust anybody with my animals. Like, I've hired a dog sitter once upon a time for Achilles, my pit, when he was a puppy, but that she moved, dude. She literally moved to Canada. So like, where am I gonna leave my dog? Like, I have to find someone that I trust to leave my dog with. And you know what? Shout out to Rover, because I literally, on Rover website, how I found my dog sitter. Literally, she hired me first. Like, she hired me to take care of her dog first, and I took care of her dog like 2 or 3 times during the holidays. I want to say this was 2017. I want to say it was 2017. And I don't even remember. But yeah. And so I took care of her dog, and then literally like she was on Rover too to she's a dog sitter herself. And so I was like, "Wait, she has," and I saw she like took a chance on me. She had so much more better reviews. She had better ratings. She had her own home, her own apartment to take care of for people to come over with their pets. And she took a chance on me, and I was like, if she took a chance on me, I should take a chance on her. And so it's just a beautiful world to be taking care of animals. Like, a lot of people have been so amazed. They're like, "Wow, how do you take care of pets? Like, how are you a dog sitter? Like, how do you do that?" And I've just put myself out there. I've just trusted in myself. Word of mouth is always spectacular. Like, I just, I don't know. I just always had a work ethic. I would print out flyers and hang them up, like, around my neighborhood and stuff, just waiting for someone to call me, like, waiting for someone to. I used to work at a pet store, and literally I would like just tell like, I could just feel the vibe or something, and I'll be like, "If you're looking for I didn't have business cards. I did not have business cards. And you know what I would do? I would be like, "If you're looking for a pet sitter, this is my information." I would write my first and last name and my phone number. I would write down my link on my profile for the Rover website. I would write it at the back of a receipt, and I would give it to the people. And I got hired like that. It doesn't matter what you do, how you look, how you present yourself, as long as you actually do the work, as long as you put yourself out there and you try. Most of the times, more than not, people are gonna say no to you. People are gonna degrade you. People might overlook you for someone better, because that's just the way it is. It's a business world. It's a world out here. Even if it's not business, like, there's always gonna be competition. There's always gonna be someone better than you, or someone with better prices. Like, that just sucks. And so I would really do that. I was just like trying to film this video. I was just having so many flashbacks of like me doing that. I actually did that. I wrote on the back of a receipt my information, and I was like, "Hire me as your dog sitter," or whatever. Yeah, I've taken care of cats, dogs, birds. I do not want to take care of snakes or lizards. Uh, and so, yeah, like, I'm just so blessed on everything to, shout out to myself, because I was going to say I'm blessed to have everything, but I worked for everything. I really did put myself out there and really push myself to be the best I could be. Literally, in one night, I would be like bouncing and driving. I would be like driving like 15-20 minutes, like, each house. Like, I would take care, sometimes on weekends I would be taking care of like 3 pets, like, in different households. Literally, they will tell me, they're like, "If you have dogs, bring them over or take them out to a dog park, and you can have my dogs play with them." And literally, I would do that. I would spend 2 hours at the dog park with them and just play with them and treat them out, and really invest my time and my efforts into my business. I don't even know how to finish this video. I just want to say that you can find me on rover.com. And I will be glad to be your pet sitter or whatever. And I've been doing this shit since I was 16 years old. I've really been having multiple streams of income in my life, and I'm so proud to finally put that out there and finally tell people how I've been doing this. And I'm so proud of myself, and I'm so thankful for myself because without me, I'm nothing. So, thank you so much for sticking around and trying to find out how I make several dollar bills in my name. And if you have a dog, tell him you love him. If you have a cat, squeeze him. If you have a bird, make sure you give him like nuts or something like that. So, thank you for sticking around. It's Michelada G up in this building, and I can't wait to film more videos for you guys. um have a great rest of your week because it is Sunday. Bye.